Hey beauty, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to do a full face of affordable drugstore makeup, all under $20. This is the look that all these products gave me, so if you want to see how I got this look, let's get into the video. Alright you all, let's get into this look. I'm super excited because who doesn't love an affordable makeup look? I mean, we love the high end, yes, because I do have some high end that I love, but when you can find a dupe and you don't have to pay as much, I mean, who would not love that, you know? So I have already did my brows, but I wanted to show you all what I use. I just picked this up today. It's the Milani Precision Brow in the color 160 Ebony. And this is what that pencil looks like. On this tip, it has the spoolie. And on the opposite side, it has this really fine tip, which I like so much because you can really just make thin eyebrow hairs with it, and I love that so much. So that is what I use for today's brows. All right, and for foundation, we're going to be using this e.l.f. Soft Glam Satin Finish. I know you all have been hearing about this everywhere. We're going to be using the color Neutral. If you have not watched my first impression review on this foundation, please go check it out because it was really fun. We ended up finding out that the color that was best for me was Neutral. So I am using the color 53 Deep Neutral. And I'm just going to apply that to my brush. And I like to just put dots all over. Let's hair back. And we're just going to apply this foundation. Now, I did tell you all I was going to let you know what I thought about it after wearing it for a while. And I did find out that this is a very, very illuminating foundation. Yes, it says satin, so you know that it's going to be a little bit of a shiny foundation, but it was even more than I even thought it would be. So I would not recommend this foundation if you are super oily, but if you are not and you want a glow, you're a glowy girl, this foundation might be for you. This is a perfect color match, as you all can see, and I love when I find a foundation that just matches perfectly. I don't like the going back and forth of finding shades. That's just something that I really would prefer not to do. When you get the perfect shade, it's just like so good. So as you can see, we've just done a very thin layer of that. You don't always need a lot of makeup, especially in the summertime. So this thin layer is just fine. Now I'm going to go into the Deep Cinnamon e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. This one right here, one of my absolute favorites. I use it all the time. This is such a beautiful formula, okay? It is not too thick and it's not too runny. It's just perfect. Then we're going to put a little bit on my nose, just a little bit on my head, my smile lines, and my chin. Taking this Real Techniques sponge and puff, and I'm going to take this side here. It's been loved, it's been used, guys. Stained with makeup. And I'm just going to go ahead and spread that out. I got this duo sponge puff from the drugstore as well. So it's so good if you are on the go. I have found that, have you ever just forgot a sponge or you forgot a puff? Well, if you have this, you have both. So it's really good just to have in your bag. I'm using it because I'm going to restock on my beauty blenders and puffs. I'm using this and I love it. So I'm just taking that sponge and just spreading out that concealer. So what do you like? Do you like more of a luxury, high-end makeup product, or are you more of a drugstore, you know, affordable makeup girl? I'm just curious on what you all like or prefer, because like I said, I like both. It just depends on the quality of the makeup and how well it performs. I don't mind paying for it as long as it works. But if I can find something, like I said in the beginning, that does the job and is cheaper, then of course. All right, next I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer. This is the one with the black top, which is matte. I'm using the color Rich Chocolate, but I like to put this color right here on my lids. Love that. It just really evens out, takes away the darkness. And I'm just going to go ahead and just pat that over my lid, just to open up my eyes and just make them a little bit brighter. I have used so many other high-end concealers, and this one is still my absolute favorite. e.l.f. makes really good products, and I love their concealers, especially, and brushes. All right, and the next thing I'm going to use is my Maybelline Fit Me 330 Toffee Caramel Matte and Poreless Powder. This is what that looks like. This is the shade. It's a light color. I love it. And I'm just going to flip this over. I do not have any setting powder by the drugstore, but I found that this by itself works well. Like, I feel like if I use it, I don't need setting powder. But I would like to find a setting powder that I like as well. This formula is so creamy. I say creamy, but maybe I shouldn't say creamy. It's so smooth. Let's say smooth. Do you see how that just blurred my under eye? I mean, it is so good. I feel like if you wanted to just use this alone without any loose setting powder, it would work so good. Just bringing that down and around all the places that I put that concealer. I just love how smooth and blurring that powder is. It's so, so pretty. All right, and the next thing we're going to go into is the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Bronzer, and I have the color 500 Dark. This is the color, and we're just going to go ahead and use that to bronze. This bronzer is a little bit deeper than what I'm used to wearing, but I feel like it could work as a bronzer and a contour color because of the shade. See that? So I'm just applying that to my cheeks, to my forehead, just to bring in some warmth. And do you see how that just kind of contours and bronzes at the same time? All right, and then we're going to take that same bronzer, and I'm just going to apply it to my eyes. And I also love to take that and just line underneath my eyes. I've been doing this a lot recently, and I feel like it just really makes my eyes pop. And I was like, wow, I'm going to start doing this more often. Applying that underneath the eye. You guys, my battery died, and I was still going on with this process like it was recording, and I didn't hit record. So we're going to backtrack, and I'm going to show you what I just did. I went in with this Wet n Wild Mega Glow Halo Blush Lighter. This is what that looks like. And inside there is a pink tone and there is a gold tone. And I'm going to actually put more on so you can see how good it is. And I just applied a little bit to the tip of my nose, the bridge of my nose, and just took a little bit and just put it over my forehead because I like that area to glow. I also went and put some on my cheekbone and just kind of blending that, diffusing it with my finger. And then I went in with my Infallible Fresh Wear. This is the color 365 Copper, an all over face powder. That's what I use it for. This is the color. It's so pretty. I just love how it's so brown. That's the only way I can just describe it. It puts the prettiest brown tone back into my face. You know how sometimes when you do your makeup, you can lose your color sometimes in there? This brings it back. It's the perfect shade and warmth that I need for my skin, and I love that. Then if you have not got this setting spray, the e.l.f. Power Grip Dewy Setting Spray, please go get it. It makes your... Okay, don't talk when spraying. It makes your makeup look so skin-like. If your makeup is looking too powdery, you need this. And what I'm doing is I'm just going to pat that in because what I have noticed with this spray is that the sprayer is so good. It comes out so beautifully, but it can leave splotches on your skin. So I would take your beauty blender, your sponge, whatever you're using, and just kind of pat that product in. And now for lips, I'm going to be using the NYX Professional Makeup Matte Lip Liner, and we're using the color SMLL23. And I'm just going to line my lips. See how that's just a pretty like burgundy brown? And then we're going to be using one of my favorite lipsticks now. This is a matte lipstick. It's by L'Oreal, and it's in the color 108. Such a pretty tube. I love the packaging. And the color of this is beautiful. That's what it looks like. Let me go ahead and like swatch it on my hand so you can see. That's the color right there. So we're going to go ahead and apply that. It's so creamy. You know how some matte lipsticks are stiff and you have to like kind of put it on your lips. It's rough. It ends up making your lips feel dry. This is such a creamy matte formula that I love so much. It spreads out so beautifully and it smells really good. It has a sweet smell. I'm normally not into like scented makeup products, but this smells really good. So this is what that color gives. I feel like that is so pretty, but we're going to top it with one of my drugstore favorites, the e.l.f. Glow Reviver Lip Oil. this one right here, and this is in the color Rose Envy. I'm just going to apply that over this combo. Oh, it's so, so pretty. It just really brings this lip combo all together. See how pretty that shine is? So, so, so pretty. All right, and the last thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to do my lashes, and I'm using the Essence Lash Princess. This green one right here is my favorite. It gives you a false lash effect. That's what it says, and that's what it does. And it gives you just the perfect volume and color. So we're going to go ahead and apply that. And I use so many coats of this just to get it the way I want. Just adding some to the bottom as well. All right, and after that, there is one more thing that I want to do. I want to go back in and I want to use the Essence Kajal pencil. I think that's how you pronounce it, in 01 Black. This one right here. It's just a really good black liner, and I'm going to line the inside of my eyes, the waterline, halfway at the bottom and then fully on the top. And I love how that just makes my lashes seem to pop even more. I normally would have done that step before, but we got excited. And all right, you all, this is the finished look. I love how it came together. And it just goes to show that you can do a beautiful full face of makeup with drugstore affordable products, like I mentioned, and you can get them at the drugstore. I hope you all like this look. Let me know in the comments below. Don't leave before giving me your opinion. What do you think about it? Also, if you like this video, please, before you leave, hit the like button. Please subscribe, because we would love to have you here as part of the community. We have lots of fun talking about Jesus, makeup, natural hair. I know this isn't a hair video, but I did just do my hair, and this is the result of my hair after I freshly do it. I really love the results. It comes out so pretty and shiny. The first week of doing my hair is my favorite because it's just so flowy. Like, it's so pretty. So if you're interested in natural hair, I do that as well. But as always, I love you, Jesus loves you, and I will see you on my next video.